In the world of customer interactions, every second matters, and 64% of customers consider confirmation emails to be the most important kind that they receive. So imagine this. A customer has just downloaded your training app, SportFit Running. They've signed up, perhaps they've made a first purchase or booked a class. In that peak moment of excitement, a personalized confirmation emails lands right in their inbox instantly. Getting this right is what separates growing brands from stagnation. The winners will capitalize on that initial user excitement, fostering a positive first impression that leads to long-term loyalty. Those that don't will face a frustrating delay, or worse, an error, because the email can't be triggered until the user profile has been fully registered in Braze. I'm going to show you how to create a user and send the email in a single API call with one crucial parameter that most people miss. First, let me show you the campaign that I've already set up. So this is going to be our SportFit Running confirmation. We need that campaign ID that's been generated by Braze. Just a quick preview there. Then we're going to confirm that this is an API triggered campaign. We can also grab that example if we're using the command prompt, and then we're going to set re-eligibility for 1 minute or whatever makes more sense for your company. So then we'll go into the target audience and grab a segment of everyone that we've already created. And then we can assign whatever conversions are relevant for our team. And lastly, we're going to preview the actual confirmation email. And then we can see in there the personalization from Liquid. Okay, so now we're going to be using Postman, which is a great tool for testing your API calls, especially because there's already a collection that's been made for Braze and its endpoints. So in the collection, we're going to go into messaging and then send a campaign with an API triggered delivery. So I'm also going to edit that URL for the specific Braze instance that we're on. Already done that. Then we can go into the header and then add the REST API key that we've already created in Braze. You just have to make sure that has the correct permissions to create users and send messages. So then after that, we'll go into the body, which can be structured just like this. We'll paste the campaign ID that we already copied from earlier. And then the key variable to keep in mind is the send to existing only, which should be set to false. So once we do that, then if a user doesn't already exist within Braze, it'll create it with the API call. So after that, we're going to send this call. It's going to be successful with a 201 response, meaning that an item was created, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the email was sent successfully. So now going into Braze, we search for that external ID that we gave to the user, and we see that the user's been created. So Joe has those attributes and the email attached. Crucially, when I check my inbox, I can see that I instantly received that email. And it also has the personalization of the attributes that I attached to the call. Here are some key considerations. You want to set that variable to false to create users on the fly. Also include your user attributes in that API call. If you don't receive an email, even though you have a successful response code, check the re-eligibility settings and make sure to use a segment that includes everyone for those new users. Thanks for watching. And if you need a Braze expert in your corner, subscribe or contact Covalent to learn more about what we can do for your company.